go.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Aurora Porter, and I am the founder of Auristic Emissions. My company is a handmade beaded and wire jewelry company, and we also make handmade fleece hats. Please excuse my wacky little presentation here. I am not very technologically savvy at all, so things don't translate very well for me. Okay, so, group question. How many people have ever yearned to just express themselves? You know, how many people have yearned to express your individuality? It's kind of like stand out from the crowd. You know, get a good response from that one. All right, so I have felt the same way, especially since a very, very young girl. I'm gonna tell you a story. These little teeny funky pictures are me as a young girl. This is me here at age 9 when I got my first jewelry set. A little bit of backstory. My aunt, great aunt, treated me and my sister like dolls. There are 3 of us. My oldest sister is 6 years older than I am. My youngest sister is 4 years younger than me. She loved to dress us up as triplets. So there was no individuality. We all had the same thing in the same exact color, and it sucked. So what I did at age 10 was we all got these little funky little sweaters for Christmas. They were a pullover sweater. I cut the sweater in half and put a very little clunky rim here and a zipper. And that was the way I expressed my individuality. Yes, we had the same print, but guess what? Mine has a zipper. That's awesome because I have a zipper. So this is how Auristic Emissions was born. Because I wanted to be able to express my creativity, and once I became older, buy clothes and not have someone else walking down the street in my same clothes, in theory. So, since then, okay, we are jacking off presentations as we speak.
Remember, only press one button.
All right, so I'm going to talk while we get this technological thing together. Since then, my younger years, I have created quite a few different things. This first one here is one of my very first modeling gigs. I took this very, very large dress and I turned it into a very attractive shirt with a nice halter top and, you know, nice swooping V when I had the wonderful, wonderful blessings of my son just being born. This one is another modeling picture. I made this this wrap dress, and I wanted something to look almost jungle-y but still elegant at the same time. Okay? And this is actually a multi-way dress. This is my first attempt at a multi-way dress. Also, the earrings featured here, which unfortunately you can't see because I'm in the shadows, is my first attempt at a wire-wrapped earring. It was really, really awesome. This one right here is one of my more sexy attempts. I wanted to create an outfit that, you know, when you go out, I love to dance, you wouldn't find someone else wearing your outfit. And you hear everyone looking at you like, oh wow, what does she have on? This was made from a sheet. So I like really repurposing things and turning things into very, very unique, you know, expressions of myself or my client for that matter. With my jewelry, these are some of my earlier designs that were quite popular. This one is called Blown Away with the Wind. This one is an Swarovski crystal, very simple, just drop, but a drop hoop combination. This is kind of my wounded mother. You know, this is my interpretation of when things happen to people around the world, we really don't think of how the mothers feel. The mothers always feel it, and us as collective, you know, especially those of us who have children, we also kind of can empathize with that loss. Currently, these are some of the projects that I have done. This is my bonsai tree with a mother of pearl moon. This is a wire wrap stone. I believe that regular rocks that people see out and about in their day, they call to you. You know, they help you with something. And rocks are better used, in my opinion, because they're naturally recharged. They pull the negative energy out of you and give you back positive energy, and you never have to do anything. Like some crystals, you have to leave them in salt or leave them in sun to purify. Rocks naturally purify themselves, so I enjoy using them a lot in my work. These are my very, very now popular bullet casing earrings. Okay. The ones that I'm wearing are also featured. This is the first time that I got to shoot my 45. Okay. So I take rounds that I've shot or that my customer has shot, and I turn them into something beautiful so they can repurpose their shells if they're not already repackaging them in order to make another round of bullet. This is my bone and Swarovski crystal design. This is another stone that got wrapped in a black wire as opposed to the, they were both black wire. Just one contrast of white and contrast of natural. And here I have a very, very special personality piece. I really enjoy doing these for my clients. I sit down, talk to you, get to know you a little bit, things you like, things about your personality, different quirks that we all have, and I make you a piece of jewelry to reflect that. This piece of jewelry was for a metaphysicist who was currently studying the duality of light and darkness and how to open up people's minds to the fact that darkness is not a opposite of light, but more of a complement. We need darkness in order to have the light. That's just the way it goes. And this piece is also featured jasper. So it's jasper and it's blue lace agate there. And I'm currently working on a men's line. So these are some of the different designs that I found throughout a couple of months of research that appeal to a lot of men. Although they do appeal to quite a bit of women as well. This is a Tibetan seed bead necklace and bracelet set. This is a tiger's eye bracelet. This is a bone and jasper bracelet. This one here is bone, jade, and pearl. Now you would think of mostly pearls for women, but I have these pearls that kind of like have this like almost metallic finish on it, and it's a very masculine appeal. And this one is also bone and jasper. Now, onto my fleece hats. This is my little man, we'll call him Tom. Tom here is sporting a wonderful handmade fleece hat from his favorite team, the Falcons. And his hat features a ear flap to definitely keep our little ears warm. And it is fully reversible with the team colors on the other side. So in essence, you're going to get two wonderfully handcrafted hats for the price of one. And they come in various colors and prints and NFL teams. So let's say you said, hey, I want purple and I want to have Yankees on the other side. So you want a little bit of contrast with colors. We can definitely do that for you. We have fully reversible and machine washable, and they come in two sizes, a child size and adult. One size fits most. So I typically say child is pretty much between 1 and 4, because if you have a child like mine who has a really large head or lots of hair, you're going to need an adult size. You, in essence, want them to grow into it. I would really like to stop pressing various buttons. All right, so this is make sure I got all of that. Oh yeah, so I do have the beanie and the ear flap. So this one has ear flap. I have another version that's just a beanie. So if you don't want the ear flap, you just want a regular circular, that's fine. I can definitely do that as well. This is some of the other examples of our beanie hats, but you have one right here live to see and touch if you guys would like to. Now, my goal is to work with a much more finer material, right? Firstly, with my hats, I would like to have a larger variety of fabric on stock. So that way, if someone has, someone puts in an order, there's less lag time. They don't have to wait for fabric to be shipped in, and I don't have to wait for, to see if it's available or hunt to see if it's available. I want to have these different things on hand. Also, I would like to open it up to the summertime and going back to making some of my pretty dresses, which I know I got a lot of orders for those when I first launched them quite a few years back. So I want to kind of revive that design. In terms of my beadwork, here you see featured some of the much more refined things that I've been working with. In this one we have antique silver bugle beads. Okay, so if you like any more information, definitely these are different ways you can get involved. Would you have any questions? Anyone?
What do your sales look like?
My sales typically look like after the last 3 months, 3 months of review, I typically get 5 sales a month. So.
What are your goals? What are your goals look like? What are you trying to do per month?
Okay, what I'm trying to do per month is 40 sales. So it's a little bit of a jump, but I'm sure that with the extra materials and the extra time, I can definitely do it, yes.
What are you doing this weekend?
This weekend, I am featuring my jewelry in an event which will be held in Pembroke Mall. It's called Santa's Elves Extravaganza, Santa's Helpers Extravaganza, and it will be featured on Saturday and Sunday between the hours of 10 in the morning on Saturday and 9 p.m. And on Saturday we will have from 12 to 6 p.m.
Sunday.
On Sunday.
On Sunday, sorry. Oh yes, the hats are featured at $30 a piece, okay. And the jewelry ranges from, I have different wraps from $5, and I have my most expensive piece right now is $100. So I have a wide range of prices for most budgets to handle. Any other questions?
Are you the only one making this product, or you have another people who will help you?
Currently, I am the main one making my product, although I have taken on an apprentice who shows a lot of promise, and she learns exceptionally fast. But currently, I am the main one who makes the product.
So what will you do once the requirement need, more people are needed from your product?
Well, in essence, once I'm to the place where I have more people, where I need more people, I'll have the revenue to pay said people. So I do have a couple of people who I will have on staff, provided that I have the revenue there to afford them.
So you are not only working on design, but also working on manufacture
Correct.
by yourself.
Yes. Because currently, my biggest, the most orders that I've had in 1 week that I've been able to comfortably handle is about 25. So I definitely need another person to help boost that up.
If it's getting bigger, the requirement that needs getting bigger, it's better to ship the manufacture to other countries at a lower labor cost. You just working on design.
Touche. I have considered that, but I feel like that would take some of the love and the energy out of it. I feel like what makes my pieces special is because I put myself and my own energy, my own positive energy into these pieces and out into the universe. And that is the whole premise of my company.
Okay. Then you can make that product being special, higher price. For the rest of them, just ask someone else.
Ah, okay, so you're saying for the custom pieces to do that, and then for everything else that's bulk, just outsource it.
Yes.
That's definitely something that I'll have to consider. Thank you very much.
Hi. Quick question. Do you have, for the beanies, you mentioned that they're NFL teams, do you have a licensing agreement for using their image, say the Atlanta Falcons, for the NFL?
I do not. Typically when you go to the fabric stores and such, you don't really need a licensing to order these different fabrics. Just through the limited research that I've done. Any other questions?
If you need help finding bullets for your earrings, let us know.
Awesome. Oh yeah. Thank you very much guys for your time. Have a great night.